There we go. Oh, there it is. And we're good. All right. All right. Morning, everybody. How you doing, Yuji? What's going on, guys? How you doing? Are there any new releases today? I always forget to. I think I checked earlier. There's no new episodes today. I don't think. Doesn't look like it. I can't wait for JJK season 3. Understandable. It's been a hot minute since the last season, right? So I'm not surprised fans are excited. It's coming. Hang in there a little bit longer. Your patience will be rewarded. Hopefully, should be a good season. Lots of good stuff coming. 2026, we're all going to be eating well. We're all going to be eating well. Black Clover, Frieren, how you doing, Ziad and Stax? What anime am I looking forward to? Black Clover and Frieren mostly, but like JJK as well, Dragon Ball as well. There's a lot of stuff, but just saw the JJK 3 movie, age ratings, and I know I can't go tomorrow. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. How you doing, Varain Darwadi? That was hard to say. And Edits, how you doing? I think you should see the screen. The screen. It's like is that a show or something? Just saw the Bleach. What about Bleach? I like Bleach. Unless you're saying this, can you see? Yes, I can see. The fungus. What about the fungus? I am not your Lord and Savior. Please no. Do I like slice of life? Depends on the series. It's not so much the genre, it's the series. Welcome back, Bezos. I'm going to give you a like and sub. Thank you, I appreciate that. Edits. The screen on the other side. You mean my dual screens? Yeah, I can see them both. Show us the machine you're using? Well, my camera's locked in place. I physically cannot show you. It's just a walking pad. Blue Lock Season 3 during the World Cup is going to be... Is it coming out during the World Cup? That's a good timing. Good timing. How you doing? We're doing pretty good. We're always doing pretty good. Can you show us all the drawing? I don't draw... well, first of all, they're not drawings. They're all paintings, and they're spray paint, actually. Every painting I have is done via spray paint cans, which makes it even more interesting. I think that's a growing art style now. I see more and more people doing it. Am I an engineer? I don't know where you got that idea. Do I go gym? I do go gym. What's the worst fan service or the sub and dub? Wait, what's worse? Oh, what's worse, fan service or the sub dub arguments? I mean, the sub dub arguments have no foundation. It just makes no sense. The fact that they still exist bewilders me. Fan service is pretty irritating though. I think it depends. It can go either can be worse. Just depends on, I guess. Maybe sub or dub. What do I had for breakfast? Meat and vegetables. Why aren't you an engineer? You're wasting your time. That's a pretty ridiculous. Why am I not an engineer? Am I religious? Not at all. How you doing, Lucci? Can you tell Ho is why men in Dr. Stone? I have no idea what you were trying to say. Dragon Ball has no story and Goku has no character. That is a hot take. Well, that's actually not even a take. It's just bad. If you think that Dragon Ball has no story, you just simply you did not watch the series or paid no attention, and you're kind of just going along with, it's just one fight, bigger enemy shows up, bigger fight, like another fight, bigger enemy. You're not following anything that's going on. Not saying it's a super crazy story, but there's a story for sure. Morning, great. I'm subbing, thank you. Do I play chess? I mean, no, I know how to play chess, but a lot of people keep asking if I play chess. Where is this coming from? Best way to bulk up? I used to do construction every time I had chicken and rice. Well, bulk up is, there's a lot of conversation to be had there, because there's a difference between bulking unnecessarily and just eating in a massive surplus and just getting yourself fat, and slowly building muscle over time and just building quality strength without overdoing it. If you are in a position where a calorie surplus would actually make sense and be beneficial to you, it's just about eating in a very marginal surplus while consistently training very hard and progressively getting stronger. Bro, reading imaginary comments? No, there's two streams. There's a TikTok stream and a YouTube stream. Brother, your face irritating me bad. So okay, so go away, I guess. So if you think that I have no muscle, you're blind. And two, if you think that if you think that you have to have a certain look to explain muscle building principles, you're also a fool. Because it doesn't matter who's saying the facts, it's still facts. My family is all engineers. Okay, that's cool. What do you think about Yujiro's strength? Is he strong? I mean, Yujiro is superhumanly strong, of course. Why wouldn't I? Would you judge an anime because of the art style? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think people have preferences for how they prefer certain aesthetics and looks, but like, unless it's painful for my eye, like unless it's strenuous on my eyes, I don't really care what the art style is, whether it's JoJo's or like Solo Leveling or Monster. Should I watch Grand Blue? I never watched. I mean, I didn't get into Grand Blue. I think power scaling is silly, so I don't get into that stuff. You like to play chess. I mean, I haven't played chess in 20 years. You look like the guy that plays chess. I don't know who you're talking about. If I irritate you, why are you here? Just scroll away, or I'll block you. Take your pick. You're the only one that can share my knowledge for anime, as everyone I know doesn't even know anime. There's plenty of people here, like this is an anime chat. There's going to be a lot of people who share your interests, so feel free to engage with not only myself, but everyone here. What's your opinion on the most overrated anime? There is no most overrated anime. I think it's a silly concept, because if a show is popular and you don't like it, that's absolutely fine. If a show is not very popular and you really like it, that's also absolutely fine. So paying attention to what's popular or not really makes no sense to me. Boxing Historia, you sound like a Disney bully. Get on top of you in a fight. I don't understand what Enmu from Demon Slayer does. I forgot. I'm really atrocious with names. Who's Enmu again? I apologize. I'm really bad with names. Our thoughts on Black Clover? I love the series very much. So I don't care if Code Geass or any series is overrated. Is it my thing? No. Do I think it's well written? Yes. Do I think a lot of people love it? Sure. I'm not going to say it's overrated or underrated because it makes no difference to me. Let people love what they love. Thoughts on Hell's Paradise? Haven't finished it yet, so I can't really say. I punk on people like you. You're not stopping respectful. Bro, an Indian sleeping auntie have... okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, but all right. I'm an artist. No, I don't need any help. Guys, why are you bringing up those kinds of series? Come on. I need that Solo Leveling Season 3. It's coming eventually. Keyword is eventually. Have you ever watched an anime film, for example, you mean an anime movie? I've seen dozens of movies over the years. I've seen tons, for sure. I don't watch movies often, but sure, I've seen plenty. Can you recommend an anime like all kinds except romance? Well, too bad romance is my favorite genre. But if you don't really care, you just want anything good, I'm just going to pull one out of thin air. I'm going to go with World Trigger. I need that Solo Living Season 3, boxing historian YouTube stream so much better. The YouTube stream is better. I mean, cool. How you doing, funny? Have I watched anime film? Yeah, it's a World Trigger. Good. It's a great series. Do I watch Yuri? I don't really care if it's Yuri or anything. Like, I'm not really biased towards one or the other. If it's a good story, I will watch it. I don't really care that much, generally speaking, about the genre. If it's good, it's good. Bro, why you're not viral? Why? Because I don't roll. Like, who worries about virality? I'm just here to hang out and have a good time. Just tell us what's wrong with you so we can. Nothing's wrong. How you doing, Okarun? Hajime no Ippo, very good sports anime. Actually, Ippo is my favorite sports anime, so I would agree. Who would you say? I don't really get into the power scaling stuff. Sorry, Quiet. Romance is the best? For me, it's my personal favorite, so I guess I kind of agree. Sup, baby girl? What? I'm not a girl, but alright. I've never watched anime, but now I'm gonna watch JJK. I hope you enjoy it. I'm a fan myself. Your name or silent voice? I'm gonna go with silent voice, but I like them both very much. I thought you had Down syndrome. Okay, like, look, I don't know why you're being so rude, but can you go away if you're just gonna be rude? Do I collect figures? I don't really collect figures. My cousin designs them. So whenever, like once in a while, he'll give me some stuff. So like, I have figures because of my connections, not because I go out and collect them myself. Your favorite? Because I have reached a point where anime is my downtime. It is my place to relax and just de-stress and let everything go. And romance slice of life series tend to err on that side of things where it's a lot more comfortable and wholesome, and it kind of matches up the feeling I'm looking to experience most of the time. What is the best gun-based anime? So I'm focusing especially on the gun side of things. If you are into weapons, I'm actually going to recommend Jormungand. Not a lot of people will know that one. Trigun is another good series for sure. If you're okay. Okay, just, I'm going to give you a timeout so you learn how to be a decently respectful human being. So, let's say 10 minutes to start. What is the best country? How long have I been live? For about 12 minutes, so not that long. Have I experienced romantic feelings in real life? It's been a hot minute. It's been a while. Favorite genre? Generally romance, most of the time. Have I watched To Your Eternity? I'm watching it now. Fantastic series. I did prefer seasons 1 and 2, but 3 is still good. I collect figures, again, not actively. It's only when I receive them by chance. One Punch Man Season 3. I'm having a decent time. I know it's not what people were expecting. I'm still having a decent time. I'm not too mad about it. So, Okarun, nice try. Nice try. Have I seen Golden Time? I have, though I am not a huge fan because I know the ending. I don't like the route he chose. I can't stand her. I have a lot of figures, don't like them anymore. Every hobby gets boring. Not every hobby gets boring. You are allowed to outgrow a hobby and move on from things, but not every hobby gets boring. You've seen Mob Psycho? Fantastic series. Netflix One Piece, the live action One Piece, yes. I highly recommend it, especially if someone hasn't seen One Piece and they want to kind of see what it's about. I think it's a great gateway. Gate and Overlord is kind of good, though, because instead of display of power, they approach more into... Overlord, if you think Overlord's not a display of power, I don't know what you were watching, because they are, like, the main cast is godlike strong compared to most of the characters that we've seen. Play Red Dead, it's not really my thing. It also doesn't really fit my channel. Let's do characters. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you use to go live on? Multiple platforms. I have my phone for YouTube over here. I got TikTok Studio on my computer. And what genre do I not like? Okay, it's not that I don't like the genre. It's that I'm less drawn to mechas and comedies. But I'm not against them. I'm just not usually as drawn to them. If you could live life in an anime, just send me where the food is. Don't really care where. If there's good food, then I'm happy. Levi or Mikasa? Levi easily. Do I miss AOT? I do not. I'm not saying Red Dead is bad. I'm saying it's not for me, and I'm saying it doesn't fit the games that I typically stream. So it's not something I'm going to be playing. How you doing, Curry? Comedy, rate Konosuba? I never watched Konosuba. Because, again, I don't watch comedies, typically. Am I on a treadmill of sorts? Yes. You know any survival? Depends what you mean by survival. If you want like zombie survival, there's Gakko Gurashi, which is not like High School of the Dead. It's not fan servicey. It's like a bunch of girls. You think it's all cute and wholesome, and then you realize it's a zombie apocalypse and like everyone's died, and they're just trying to survive. I don't touch Roblox. I don't go near Roblox ever. No chance. How did you know what kind of anime Overflow was? Because everyone knows what that is. I don't go near that stuff. Zombie animes would be great. I just can't catch the name. Okay. It's Gakko Gurashi. Is there an English name? Here, let me see if there's an English name for it. Go. Here. Okay, I found it in here. The English name is School Live with an exclamation point. So I would recommend that. This guy has no taste. Red is okay. So Arthur, you're not hearing me. You're saying, I'm saying that Red Dead is not my kind of game, and that it does not fit the games that I play on my channel. Listen to what I'm saying. Do I watch One Punch Man? I do. Have a nice day. See you later, Rob Kids. Oh my Jesus, Rob Kids. I don't like how some Naruto fans somehow hate Sasuke when everything he did was justified. No, not everything he did was justified. People are allowed to like whichever characters they want. They're allowed to have various opinions, and if you don't like Sasuke, that's cool. If you like Sasuke, that's also cool. I don't care. I said you need to still play it. Okay, then I'm not going to though. Levi or Erwin, those are the only two characters I like from AOT. So that is a hard question, but I'm going to go with Erwin as my favorite character. Do you need a logo for my channel? No, I'm good. Can you recommend an underrated anime? I don't go off of underrated or overrated. Instead, I'm going to ask you, what kind of series are you looking for? Yeah, eating, this isn't the place to be doing your advertising, so thank you for your offer. What do I do? What do you mean, what do I do? You mean on this channel? Mostly talk about anime, do some gaming, and occasionally some fitness gym stuff, but mostly anime talk. Am I on a treadmill? Yes. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Nickelodeon or Disney? The thing is, I haven't really watched most of the current Disney stuff. I grew up on Disney and Nickelodeon. I think if we're going off of the stuff I grew up on, I'm more Disney, but now I don't know. Because I also really like Nickelodeon. I might say Disney if we went back in time to like the 90s, early 2000s. Erwin or Gon? Easily Erwin. Erwin, but it's not close. I like Gon, but I don't like him that much. I'm addicted to buying manga. Just don't go broke. Just don't go broke. Well, sci-fi. If you like science fiction, you could go with... Depends how fantastical you like it. Because you could go with something like Dr. Stone, or you could go with something like Steins Gate, or you could go with, what's other science-y shows? I don't watch that many science fiction, do I? I don't watch that much, now that I think about it, I don't watch that much science fiction, do I? The Disney movie Johnny Tsunami, I have no idea what that is. Favorite anime? I don't have one. Erwin or Usopp? Again, Erwin. I'm addicted to buying manga. Okay, I already answered that one. 86, haven't seen it. It gets mentioned a few times, though. 2000s Cartoon Network or... 2000s Cartoon Network or Disney. The thing is, I don't keep track of all the things that... I lose track of, like, what is Disney, what's DreamWorks, what's Pixar. I lose track of who's doing what. That's that's my biggest problem. If I had it all out in front of me, it'd be easier for me to say, for sure. I might just go with Cartoon Network just for now. I'm almost done with EPO. I don't want it to end. I felt the same way every time. Any shows from the point of view of a prisoner in prison? A prisoner in prison. I don't really know. I haven't really watched that many shows. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Of convicts. I can't say I know any off the top of my head. Yeah, I can't say that I do. Have I seen Sopranos? Not really, no. Listen, warning, I'm gonna pass. Prison School I dropped immediately, and I can't stand a series like that. This is my wife, Erwin or Zorro. Erwin or Zorro, now I'm taking Zorro. Will you change the schedule on Twitch the time of yesterday? Probably. 2 is clearly way more successful than 3 o'clock. Didn't wait to break his limiter? So that means he can basically defeat. No. See, you're using power scaling logic when that actually doesn't work. In your opinion, who would win in a 1v1? I don't get it. Power scaling is dumb because it's whoever the author wants to win. What's your favorite fight in Ippo? It's gonna be with Ippo versus what was his name? I keep forgetting his name even when I say it. It was the red-haired kid who buys toys. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna Google it. I can't keep forgetting every time. Ippo characters. What was his name? Here, it wasn't full. Sendo. It was Sendo. There we go. Sendo. Yes, Sendo. Volga's cool too. Volga's cool too, but I'm gonna go with Sendo. Do I have any pets? Not currently. Yeah. Yeah. Ippo versus Manny Pacquiao. Wait. I remember him. He was cool. But to be fair, I actually like every single fight in Ippo aside from except for the fights where what's his name, where the only fights I don't enjoy is when what's his name is fighting, the guy who does like the leapfrog techniques. I don't like him very much. One Piece or Dragon Ball? One Piece. Spell Ippo. Spell hippo. You mean Ippo or hippo? I assume you meant hippo, but you already spelled out yourself. Erwin or Zorro? Zorro. I already answered that. Opinion on Ippo? It's my favorite sports series. No, I'm not watching DxD. I dropped it pretty quickly. Not my thing. I like Tokyo Revengers. Do you think I will enjoy Windbreaker as well? I think you likely will. I think you will. Would be my guess. What do I think of One Piece next story gonna like the main villain? You mean who do I think the main villain is gonna be? Emu. Why can you drink a drink but you can't food a food? Blame the English language. Zorro or Frieren? Wait, Zorro or Frieren? You're asking some harder questions now, because I really do like... You know what? I still like Zorro more. I really like Frieren, though. Especially in the... Yeah, I really do like Frieren, though. What time of anime... What type of anime is Frieren? It is a fantasy adventure. What was my first anime? Dragon Ball. I think the final villain is going to be the man with the eye patch. It's going to be Emu. What type of anime is Frieren? Any new anime I should check out? Haven't been keeping up except for One Piece. If we're going off of ongoing series, then I will say To Your Eternity. I will say, if you want something more like fun, just like easygoing, like Campfire Cooking, that's like one of my just easygoing shows. Hero Academia, if you want a fighting series, it's doing really well right now. Or Black Clover, since it's about to come back. Have I watched Golden Boy? No. What do I think about Baki? I'm not really a fan. I finished it. Zorro or Escanor? I mean... Damn, I love them both. Zorro or Escanor? I mean... Damn. I don't know. That's a harder one. What is my opinion on Fullmetal Alchemist? It's a 10 on 10 for me. I love it. I might still say, I might still say Zorro, but it's going to be very close. Favorite 80s anime? Dragon Ball, probably. For those who don't remember that Dragon Ball came out in the 80s. I could also say Astro Boy, but Astro Boy came out in like the 60s. Zorro and Bon Loki tops the list for most loyal to their captain. Well, Bon did try to kill. Bon did try to kill Meliodas at one point, but then he also went to hell for how many years again to try and save him? And Zoro and Luffy have fought before as well. Any shows that like Magic School Isekai? There's, I don't even know where to begin. There's so many Magic High School series. There's actually too many. There's actually too many. Is there anything specific you like? Do you want like, where do I even start with that one? Normally, like we're narrowing it. That, oh my goodness. Magic High School. You know what? How about Mashal? Zoro or Luffy? I still like Zoro more than Luffy. I'm never going to recommend Jobless Reincarnation. I just can't stand Rudius. I can't. Is Frieren more like a shonen adventure or more of a seinen? I'm going to say shonen. It's definitely more like I'm not saying adults can't enjoy Frieren, because I think a lot of adults enjoy Frieren and understand the messages that it gives off a lot better than teens seem to be getting. But yeah, I'd say it's more of a shonen. What headset? This one. Zoro or Goku? Zoro. I heard Vermelli in Gold has good fights. I have never heard of Vermelli. Doesn't your leg hurt even after standing for that long? Not even a little bit. I feel like if your legs are that weak that you're sore from like barely standing for 2 hours, you might want to work on something. Is Frieren dub? I listened to it subbed, so I don't actually know. I think I've heard the voices in like a clip or something, and it seemed pretty good. What's my take on Magical Girl gory anime? It's fine. Sure, why not? What about Blackbeard? He is a strong contender for the main villain. I'm not saying he's not a strong contender, but he's not going to be, I don't see how it would make sense for him to be the final villain. What's my opinion on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I enjoy most of it. Lelouch or Light? Lelouch, it's not even close. Naruto, I enjoy the series very much. Name a goofy anime? Sakamoto Desuka. Bro must be gaming all day for his legs to hurt them. I mean, to be fair, I've coached people from all sorts of fitness levels, and there's people who literally can't stand for more than 30 minutes. I've seen it. Sometimes even more, like, actually, no, I coached a woman who could not stand for more than like 2 or 3 minutes, but she was an extreme case. Like she was in a very poor shape. Who do you think is the strongest anime character? There isn't one. I'll be back tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Twister. Have I seen Sakamoto Days? I tried it, got halfway through before I dropped it. The mightiest of them all, yes. Even is 100% the final villain. I'm currently agreeing with you. Is Demon Slayer overrated? I think overrated is an unnecessary it's not. I don't think it has any application in this context. If you like it, then like it. What is your opinion on Kaiju number 8? I enjoy it very much, though I don't like the direction. I don't like the ending of the manga. Which is, or 21? I'm going to say 21. Do I know Optimus Prime? Yes, I know who Optimus Prime is. What would you rather gain? Ayana Koji's absurdly rational IQ. I mean, rational IQ that doesn't actually make any sense. Or I'll just assume you mean his intelligence, or Shadow's luck. Luck is just, and well, to be honest, I don't need either. I don't need either. If you just mean overall intellect, Ayana Koji is definitely smarter than I am, so I'll just take that. What's my opinion on isekais? Which isekai? Best anime of 2025? Currently, I'm actually leaning towards season 8 of Hero Academia. Why are you guys speaking in Minecraft and chanting? I have no idea what you're saying. This implies he knows Optimus Prime on a personal level. Maybe I do? Maybe? What are your thoughts on Dandadan? I tried it, wasn't really my thing. I finished season 1 before I stopped it. I hate Toei Animation for Sanji's unnecessary beef. I also understand your disapproval towards Sanji treatment in the anime. I totally get it. Do you think the anime makes it so that Zoro overshadows Sanji too much? I think the anime tends to do that, yes. Uh, the Sacred Kingdom skeleton failed to sell. I have no idea what you're saying, but okay. Reincarnated as a slime. I enjoyed that very much, but season 1 and 2 were far better than 3. How much do you think X is powerful from to be Hero X? I haven't seen Hero X. Which is the most creative new gen? Depends on what you mean, right? I think creativity can be observed in multiple different perspectives. If I'm looking for something that stands out, I'll answer it a different way. If I want to pick a current anime that stands out in terms of the story, I'd probably say either Frieren or 2 Year. Actually, no, I'll say 2 Year Eternity. I Will Die on the Grave that Sanji is way too underrated. I mean, you can feel that way, and I get it. I get it. Do you think Optimus Prime is one of the best leaders in fiction? I think he's in the realm of discussion. I don't have an answer for who is, but I think he's part of the discussion for sure. I'm currently thinking about watching all of One Piece. Should I? If you're going to watch all of One Piece, just go at your own pace. Don't feel like you have to binge watch, catch up, avoid getting spoiled. Just go at your own pace. Have I seen GTO? I have not. How you doing, Brendo? How you doing, Kugami? Well, ironically, many good romance anime are better than One Punch Man animation. I mean, I'm not too mad at the animation. I'm having a decent time with the series anyway. But there's tons of beautifully animated romance series for sure. Can you tell me a random anime character to draw? All right, Saber. Do you think the Shadow Dragon arc in GT is the best written arc in Dragon Ball? It's definitely the best arc in GT. I don't know if it's I mean, the ending was perfection. I love the ending. I have no complaints about the GT ending. My goodness. I think you can... I would put it in... If it's not going to be number 1, it's going to be in like the top 3 for me, probably. I watched you on TikTok when my account got banned. That's unfortunate. I think you're one of the best anime creators. I appreciate that. Are you mentally disturbed? Because I don't look normal. Neither do you. What you guys talking? Also, what 45 plus 22? It's a math question. Have I watched Kubo? I have not. And how happening fans are boycotting Bandai for the One Punch Man Season 3? I think that's ridiculous. Can you tell me a random... I already answered... Oh, from JJK. Aoi Toto. You can even see... I can see you. You're right there. Name a live-action anime that just shouldn't exist. I don't really watch live actions that much. I've seen a couple. I've really only seen like 2 or 3. I can't say I've seen that many. I'll just go with Dragon Ball. What is 9 plus 10? 19. Smartest anime characters in each of the big 3. I'll go with Shikamaru, Vegapunk, and Aizen. How you doing, Zeke? Or well, actually, Aizen or Keisuke? Yeah, I'll just say Aizen. 45 plus 22 is another math question. Do you know anything about Gain Eager syndrome? Nope. A live action that shouldn't exist is... I mean, yes, that's true. You can't see through the phone, dummy. Well, you're the dummy if you're going to go around scrolling through live streams just to make fun of people's appearance, because you're clearly a very insecure person. Who is your favorite character in Blue Lock? Nagi. Kenpachi or Yami? I'm going to go with... Kenpachi or Yami? I might go with Yami. I'm going to go with Nami. Okay, thanks for telling me. See ya. All right, see you later, Mose. Oh, don't worry about hate. Kenpachi is one of my favorite characters in Bleach. He's in like my top 1-2 favorite characters in Bleach. So that wasn't an easy choice. 99. Why do you lose a point? Why wasn't it 100? Come on, Neon, you gotta do better. Top 3 best written characters in anime. That's too broad. That's too broad of a question. There's way too many series. Like, I have seen too much to just pick 3 characters. Why do I always look tired? Because I always have bags under my eyes. No matter how much I sleep, no matter how good I feel, I just always have bags. What's your favorite animal? 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 Go. Are you calling Goku a monkey? Is this like a Frieza joke? Everyone watching, please double tap. I appreciate that. What's your favorite? I just started Gintama. I'm not sure if I should continue. I mean, decide for yourself. If you're enjoying yourself, then keep going. It's good to know that you got the Bad King. Yeah, absolutely. Stop the cap. You smoke too much weed. I don't smoke. I'm against smoking. I'm not like I'm okay. If you smoke, I'm not gonna judge you, but I do not smoke ever. Yeah, bro. Seriously, call Goku a monkey. I know, right? Oh my. We got some racists in chat. I'm kidding. See you later, Cosmic. Is Gintama good? It's not my type of anime, so I'm not really the guy to ask. I literally speed running Black Clover manga, and I rent it instead of watching the whole anime. I'm glad you're enjoying it. You got any anime merch? Mostly just paintings. You can kind of see it behind me. Sorry, my bad. I collect paintings more than anything. Technically, Goku's a monkey. We share common ancestors. I wouldn't say we are monkeys, but we are related to them. After Gintama, I really recommend watching Psyche Kosuo no... I have no idea what that is. But alright, anime is dope, I agree. Because I'm bad at... they deducted one because I'm bad at handwriting, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, most people I went to school with had horrendous handwriting, myself included. What's my favorite anime? Don't have one. I can't pick a singular series. There's too much good stuff out there. Wait, did I walk on a treadmill in front of my PC desktop? Yes, I do. Whenever we live stream on here, I have my treadmill going, so I'm not sitting down the entire time. What's anime? It's pretty much just any series that is animated. It's not live action. But anime typically refers to animated series made in certain regions, so like Japan, China, Korean animes. We have Chinese anime, we have Japanese anime. In the West, we typically refer to animated series as cartoons. How you doing, Dead Disciple? What's a region? Well, I just kind of explained. Okay, what's a region? You got any anime? Okay, I answered that one. How do people even do that? Like, how can you just deduce out of all anime that you only have a single... I can't grasp it. I think if you've only seen like 10 or 20 series, it's easier to pick a favorite. But once you've seen 100, 200, 500, nearly 1,000 series, I don't understand picking one. Have I watched Death Note a few times? Bahubali, I have no idea what that is. Favorite quirk is probably going to be permeation or Momo's quirk, the generation through her lipids. Have I watched Records of Ragnarok? I tried it. I dropped it after I dropped it at season 2. Berserk. What about Berserk? Great series, but what about it? Hey brother, how you doing, Dustin? And Solanki, what's good? I don't understand how you watch almost 1,000. That's a lot of hours. It's because I've been watching anime since 1994, and most of those years I binge watched until like college. So like while I don't binge watch anymore, when you have 20-something years of binge watching, you can get through a lot. Don't lie, man. I actually don't want invisibility. I don't really have any need for superpowers for the most part. Which are the most beginner-friendly? The thing is, I don't like that approach. When someone is trying to get into anime, you find something that's going to be intriguing to them. So get to know what their interests are, what kind of shows they normally watch. Use that as a base. Do I take perks? What do you mean? Is Fullmetal Alchemist good? I love it. I'm personally a huge fan. If you have free time to please watch the... I don't really watch trailers much. but my watch list is full. The reason I'm not taking on requests for new series, my watch list is full. I do not have time for more than I'm already watching. I don't even have time for the stuff I am trying to watch. You watch movies? Not very often. Very rarely. Very, very, very rarely. What does this emoji mean? Does it have... I mean, it looks like a handshake. Looks like a handshake. What kind of genres usually get me get hooked? Romance is what I'm watching the most of right now. Do I take Percocet? No, I do not. I'm not massive on anime, but I love Fullmetal Alchemist. Yeah, I agree. It's a great series. The Dragon Ball movie. Do you know how many Dragon Ball movies there are? Can we be specific? Because that's a lot of movies. I think Dragon Ball has some of the most, like, the highest, one of the highest number of movies for a series. Do I watch ReZero? I do. Yeah, there's a lot of Dragon Ball movies. I have seen all of them. What's on my watch list? Pokemon, Campfire Cooking, One Piece, even though that's about to go on break. Hero Academia, To Your Eternity. And there was one more. Give me a minute to remember what the last one was. One Punch Man. There you go. Doraemon have one of the highest number of movies. I mean, I said one of. To be fair, I didn't say the highest. I said one of the highest. The guy that produced Broly died. That's unfortunate. Let's say your top five Dragon Ball movies. Okay. I don't know about 5, but I know Super Broly is up there. I'll put Janemba in there. I'll put the original Z Broly, not just Super Broly, but the original Z Broly. So there's 3 right there. You're moving around way too much because I'm walking. Do I know Nihongo? I have no idea what that is. Do I know ReZero? I do. I don't do power scaling, sorry. I enjoyed One Punch Man Season 1. Hopefully you do too. I'm up to date on One Punch Man. If I wasn't having a good time, I would have dropped it by now. So yeah, there's 3. Damn. There's, wait. There was... The Legend of Bardock was good too. The Bardock movie was good too. Have I watched Demon Slayer? I have not seen Infinity Castle. I don't know why you're doing the whole happy face meme thing, but alright. Z Broly, that's the one where he hates Goku for crying as a baby. Yeah, that's back when Broly was just, right from the get-go, a total savage who left Vegeta in a state of complete despair, begging on his knees for death. What a menace. Legend of Bardock was... Yeah, Bardock was a great movie, so I think that might go in my top 5. Not putting a cooler movie... I mean... Not putting a cooler movie in Dragon Ball movie is... me not putting the cooler movie in my top 5? Well, there's the first appearance of Cooler. The Cooler has 2 movies. The one where he first lands on Earth... and then that movie was decently good. It's not going to be my favorite. And then there's Metacooler. And the Metacooler movie was also, like, decently good. It's just, it's not in the same level for me. Yeah, I can't put the Metacooler movie in the same range as, like, Z Broly and Super and Bardock. Dragon Ball Abridged, Savage, I don't watch a Bridge series, but one line that will always get me is, Frieza's going to destroy Vegeta, like the planet, the sun, or me. Yes. That line gets me every time. It means this emoji means you ruined the pasta. What role do you think Shanks will play? You mean like... I think he's going to... There's a few different routes I think this could go. I do think he's going to clash with Blackbeard. I do think there's going to be a clash between the red hairs and the Blackbeard pirates. You're consistent, bro. I appreciate. Yeah, I try to be consistent. You've seen for a few days now. We've been live every day for about 40, 50 days now. What about Super Android 13? Super Android 13 again. Like a good movie, it's not going to my top 5. What I've been up to. What's up? Haven't been here in a while. The same thing we're always doing. We're very, we're just, hanging out, talking anime as we usually do. What anime impressions can I do? I can't. I am a terrible voice actor. I can't do impressions. It's not in my skill set. Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, I enjoy what I do. Like, if I didn't enjoy doing this, I wouldn't be here every day. I can't, guys, I'm not a voice actor. It's not in my skill set. It's not something I practice or care about. There's other content creators who do that very well. Who's my favorite pro hero? Well, oh yeah, pro hero, right? So it's not just... It's not just the students. You're talking pro heroes. Maybe, what was his name? Hold on. It was, wait, what? Google sucks, man. Come on. Here, Night Eye. It was Night Eye. There you go. I've moved from being able to leg press my body weight to triple it. Makes sense. That makes sense. Do you think IShowSpeed is in real life Luffy? I know nothing about IShowSpeed. I know who he is, but I don't follow him at all. Forehead reveal? I'm not shaving my head, sorry. The drunk gunsmith on Trigun has a better arc than Zuko. I can't go there. My mom is lacking a legal profit. Okay. It's okay to be a downy, but why are you... Okay, you're just... Okay, I can't deal with the nonsense. You're just getting a timeout. There you go. Goku... Wait, what about Goku and Vegeta? What about Goku and Vegeta? Overhaul was best MHA villain. I would actually go with Stain. I'm actually going to go with Stain. What time is the Twitch stream? Around 2 p.m. Give or take a few minutes, but roughly starting at 2 p.m. Redline is a classic? I don't think I've seen Redline. Oh, I don't do the power scaling stuff. I stay away from that. I make some hot takes, but chat is dumb today. I mean, there's always some weird people in chat. I don't worry about it. Am I a gamer? I mean, I enjoy video games. I'm not like hardcore or anything, but I enjoy my gaming. I don't believe in a must-watch. I don't think there's such thing as a must-watch anime, but, have I seen Interstellar? I have not. Redline is sick. Donut? Not really a huge donut guy. Like, once in a blue moon, a donut is okay. Can't say I'm a huge fan, though. Do I have motion? Like, what are you talking about? Ace is a donut? Yeah, I'm not really a huge Ace fan. He's cool, but, like, not the biggest Ace fan. I think Redline took years to put out, and it's a cult classic. It's like a death race. I mean, that sounds intense. This guy's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He'd rip you to limb for limb before you even know what happened. Okay? Power scaling is my opponent. I'll win every time. I don't know how he says no must-watches, but there is. There isn't. There is no such thing as a must-watch, because... let's use common sense for a second. Like he's on... Okay, so let's use common sense for a second. I know this is going to be hard for you. There is no series that's going to be appealing to every person. There just isn't. So there is no must-watch. If you are into a specific genre or style of show or like within a certain grouping of series, then okay, you might want to be checking these things out. But there's no series that applies to everybody. You're saying that you have to listen to Bach to understand modern music, or you have... We're talking about enjoying anime. There is no anime you must watch. I will die on this hill. You finished the cleaning game? You mean the laundry sim? No, not even close. Just an expression, for example. I mean, again, I don't think One Piece is a must watch. I don't think there is any series that's a must watch. It makes no sense to me. People can get easily by without listening to Bach. Exactly. Like, I'm not against listening to whatever or watching whatever series you want. I just don't think there's going to be a series that's appealing to everybody or necessary. There's no series you have to watch to understand other series. It just that doesn't make any sense. Oh, the crime scene cleaning, that one, we're still, I mean, we haven't touched that in a few days. I'm just kind of leaving it be because we seem to be getting better engagement on other games. I'm still probably going to stream it here and there because we want to finish it up. But I'm focusing on games that are performing better on stream right now. Okay, I can listen to modern day music and fully understand the message in their songs. I may not understand how, like, I don't think I need to, as a regular listener, as just someone listening to whatever I want, I don't think I need to fully understand every single detail of the history of music to appreciate what I'm listening to. For not wanting to dive into, why would it be bad for not wanting to dive into Naruto? If it's not appealing to you, it's not appealing to you. You don't have to try it. Sass backstory, Kuma or Robin? Kuma. It's Kuma. Like, I think if you're trying to get into a specific grouping of series, or even like, if you're trying to get into, let's say, if you're trying to get into Power Rangers or like, what was the series? Hold on. There's a specific term, I'm just blanking on it. Give me 2 seconds. Like if you're trying to get into Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, I think there are certain essential shows that you may want to check out in that case. Or if you're trying to get into like the origins of like monster collecting, monster hunting, then there's some series that I think you should check out as well. Do I listen to Michael Jackson? Not not actively or intentionally. Like if someone puts on Michael Jackson, I'm not going to be opposed to it. It's just not my usual style of music. What's a druid? A druid is a class in D&D, well, usually in D&D, that is someone who is very in tune with nature, usually someone who is very, uses magic to either connect with or turn into animals. Usually they transform into bears or like panthers or whatever. You can do a lot of like nature-oriented magic. You're moving the goalpost, Buster. No one claimed to be an expert. You said you had to listen to. Okay. A Chicago by Michael Jackson is. I mean, I don't really listen to Michael Jackson. I understand his contribution to music. Do I play Roblox? You couldn't pay me to go near Roblox. Would you rather One Piece or Dragon Ball with no memories? You mean like start them over? Dragon Ball is shorter. Dragon Ball is shorter because like actually wait, is it shorter? Yeah, it's still shorter than One Piece. I just don't have the time to be rewatching series. Would you rather who be weird? I think everyone here is weird. There's no must do anything. Something. Sup, bro? I just arrived. Welcome, Judas. How you doing? You could watch Kai. You know, well, Dragon Ball Kai. Yeah, you could. I did try a bit of it. I never finished Kai. I enjoyed Z. I really enjoyed Z multiple times. For my next D&D character, should I be a sorcerer, wizard, or warlock? What kind of play style are you going for, though? Like, in terms of if I'm going to recommend a class to play, it's going to depend on what kind of functions and actions you want to be doing and how you want to, like, what role in the party you want your character to fill. Dragon Ball Bridge is over Dragon Ball Z, but OG Dragon Ball is good. I appreciate Dragon Ball Z and Abridged, even though I don't really watch Abridged. I can still appreciate it. So I've made up my mind to join the Discord. Cool. We'll welcome you openly. How often do I go to the barber? Every 3 or 4 months. But then this is the entire context of the discussion. If I want the Dragon Ball story again, I play the Kakarot game. I mean, I played the Kakarot game. I never actually finished it. I think I got bored pretty quickly. I want my D&D character to do some good damage. The thing is, any character can do some good damage. If all you care about is damage, literally any character done in a certain way can do a lot of damage. You could be a cleric and do massive damage. So they're like, if that's the case, you can literally be anything you want. Sparking Zero way better. I got bored of Sparking Zero. I haven't really gotten into a Dragon Ball game since since Tenkaichi. Sparking Zero way better. What's D&D? Dungeons and Dragons. Am I training for an anime fight? Wait, what? I'm not fighting anybody. How often do I go to... Okay, I already answered that one. There's no such thing as a correct role for a character to fill. I mean, here's the thing. If you want to optimally do a certain thing, certain classes are going to be better at doing certain things. You can build a class, like you can build a barb to be like not so much damage, but be pure tankiness. You can make them very like you can have them always have like really high initiative and do really high damage, but be kind of susceptible to dying. You can really do a whole bunch of different things. IDK stands for I don't know. That's not what I meant. Listen. Did you know they're making all 1,200 episodes of One Piece again? So no, that's not how it's working. The remake of One Piece is not going to be a one-to-one. It's going to be, think of it like a Dragon Ball Z Kai. It's going to be shortened with proper pacing. If you account for the pacing issues in the original series, it's not going to be nearly as long. What power system would I want to possess? Technically none. I don't really care about having powers, but if I'm choosing Chakra or Nen, I'm going with Nen. Do you think you solo Isagi in a 1v1 combat? He's a fictional character. Whoever's writing the story will win. I am keen on the new One Piece. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also like, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. Am I a DM or a player? I'm a player. But yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. So whether like for the rest of the One Piece anime, the remake, all of it, I'm just gonna enjoy the ride. Do I watch Wednesday movie? I did not. Would you rather succeed in completing the Saitama Hero workout and fail to gain his power? The Saitama workout is easy as hell. It's a waste of time. It's completely unproductive. And I don't really care about being an overpowered android. Why do I need the powers of an android? I'm not fighting anybody. So I would do neither. It's not worth it. What do I think of the big three? I enjoy all three of the big three. Being surrounded by opponents brings out your inner demons. The only inner demon I have is hunger for food. Most visually impressive anime. So I don't think there is one. Because there's a bunch of different anime which impress me in different ways. Right? I could go with Violet Evergarden. I could go with the Fate series, specifically Blade Works. Or, you know what, or Fate Stay Night. I could pick a number of series that are very beautifully animated for different reasons. So, like, if I have to pick one, it's probably going to be Fate or Violet Evergarden. But I don't know. Do sit using your stomach, I mean base. That's not a sentence. Ninja Scrolls is super impressive. If you like techniques, I haven't seen it. Do I know about Minecraft? I don't. I don't play Minecraft. I watched Your Name the other week and was blown away by the animation. Yeah, Your Name is very beautifully animated, for sure. Have I watched Gurren Lagann? Tried it, wasn't my thing. Usui Kanwai or Usui or Urahara, for what purpose? I'd probably say who I like more, Urahara, probably. Okay, Leo, at this point, you kind of... Come on. I love Friedrun. It was nearly perfect pacing, visuals, voice acting. I enjoyed it very much. I have no complaints, personally. One Punch Man or Naruto, who's underrated? So, first of all, underrated is a useless concept in this context. And second, even if I went along with that, you really think either of those series are underrated? That's insane. When I stand up for a long time, my legs start to itch. Is it itch? No. That is not normal. Your top three new... I don't really have... Okay, so there's not enough... I can't pick 3 shonens. And, like... I don't know, Brenda. Because one, new gen is too broad of a term. I don't know what your parameters are. Second, I don't keep track of when each show was released. I just don't remember the years. I kind of just watch shows as I feel like it. And like shonen is such a huge range of series. I've seen hundreds of shonens, and so I really don't even know. What is the most annoying anime? There isn't, because if I don't like a series to the point where it is that annoying, I will just drop it. I'm not gonna suffer through it, and it's just going into the discard pile with everything else. Naruto is better than One Punch Man for sure. I mean, everyone's going to have their preferences. Have I watched Arcane? I have not. Who is more of a menace verbally? I have no idea who you're talking about. I meant Ruthless but underrated. Have you done any martial arts? A little bit, but I want to go back to it in the near future, hopefully. The most annoying anime again. So you're asking the same question. What is the most annoying anime I've discarded? If I don't like a series, then it's gone. So like, I'm gonna view most of the shows that I dropped on a pretty, generally speaking, on a pretty similar level. Whether it's Rent a Girlfriend, Detective Conan, Girlfriend, 100 Girlfriends, Guilty Crown. There's a bunch of shows that I've dropped that I'm going to view pretty equally. If I'm not having a good time, it's gone. Arcane was actually brilliant. I've heard good things, I've heard bad things, I just haven't seen it myself, so can't really say. If you had to fight me, would I win? I have no idea who you are. Yeah. I get it. It's a lot to keep track. Exactly. I just, especially since I watch series in a very random order. Like I don't go always with what's newest or what's like ongoing. I go with my watch list. I have a bunch of shows that I've been meaning to get to, some of which are more recent, some of which are decades old. So it's like, it's not even like I'm actively watching what's going on right now. Like I'm watching Pokemon Advance right now. That's old. Do I watch Wednesday? I did not. He walks on air, you're right. If you don't know what I don't know means, why tell me that you don't know? Kenichi, the Mightiest Disciple, I actually wasn't a fan. I finished the series. The teachers were cool, but I found Kenichi really annoying. Is active using Kempo? Exactly, I'm using Kempo. I'm just kicking the air really fast this whole time. Moonwalk practice, exactly. If you were in an avatar, which of the four... Okay, if you were in Avatar, okay, so you're not asking if I was the Avatar, because then I'd have all four. It would either be water or wind. Honestly, what do you think of the future of anime in like the next 30 years? In what like? That's again, I don't really know what you're asking. That's such a broad question. I don't even know what you're trying to ask me to say. Like what anime is going to be coming out? I have no idea. If the animation's going to be different, very likely. What's AI like? What's AI's role going to be? I just don't know what you're specifically asking me to say. Have you seen the short series Hero Tales? I have not. What are we training today? Today's rest day from the gym. We're just going to do some mobility work when the stream is done. I think you have better stamina than I show speed. This is not stamina. If you think this takes any energy, then you're crazy. It's like how it'd be like fully VR or AI or I mean, okay. So now you're getting more specific. VR, I don't know about. I don't see that. AI, will AI have a role in anime production? Very likely. Do I have concerns about how that's going to be implemented, potentially abused, how the quality might suffer, or maybe it'll be good, but like people lose their jobs? I have concerns. You just sound like a boomer. Shuri said that the person you called me dumb is right. Oh, hold on. I just need to fix the TikTok timer. Every little bit, I need to make sure that oh, damn it. Sorry. Hang on. Okay, come on. TikTok, stop being a pain. Okay, we're good. All right, cool. We're good. Which anime character do you think can eat the most? That I've seen, probably Luffy, but that's just from what I've seen. Let's see. Which anime? Future will be crazy for sure. We can only take it one day at a time, right? We'll just see how things go. Do you have any? Okay, I have a little bit more. Okay. Have I watched One Piece fan letter? I have seen every bit of One Piece animated content. So every movie, the entire series, crossovers, seen all of it. Played the original Wednesday Addams. I played the original Wednesday Addams. You mean like in a play or something? Are there any good anime adaptations? You mean like live actions? The One Piece live action is actually pretty good. I haven't seen that many live action adaptations, so I'm not an expert on that. I just haven't seen much. Like, I never watched the Avatar one. I couldn't finish the Dragon Ball one. I never watched the Parasite one. There's a vid on YouTube that delves into the AI topic. Yeah, it's not really my field of expertise. There's going to be people who know a lot more than I do on that. It takes a little bit of energy scientifically that causes microscopic tears in your muscles that heal and also increases oxygen flow. Are you trying to say that micro tears build muscle? Because that's outdated junk science from years ago. You might need to update your knowledge a bit. A villain with the saddest backstory. Villain with the saddest backstory. Let me think on this. Because picking favorite villains is easier, but like picking the saddest villain story. Tails is a guy. What anime would you recommend for new people who never watched anime? I'm gonna clarify. It doesn't matter what it is. It's about what that person is interested in. Like, find out what kind of shows they normally watch, what kind of stories they're typically drawn to, and use that as a base. Are you agreeing that I'm dumb? I'm 12? You're not dumb because you're 12. Anyone can be dumb. Anyone has the potential to be dumb. I'd recommend JJK could be a good choice, but it comes down to what's going to be interesting for that person. You think causing tears in the muscle is going to? I'm sorry, man. I don't see where you're getting that information. Because I study conditioning, I've been coaching for years, I'm very familiar with hypertrophy training, strength training. I just don't. What you're saying just doesn't make any it doesn't make any sense to me. Hell's Paradise, good. I haven't finished it. I'll let you know when I do. Let's say action and fantasy worlds may be epic. Okay, action, fantasy worlds, I got you. So fantasy world, I would go with reincarnated as a slime. You could go with Overlord, and if you want a little bit less action but more politics, world building, a little bit more economy focused, I would say Log Horizon. Has anyone watched JoJo's? A lot of people in chat have watched JoJo's. Shao Tucker. Well, what about Shao Tucker? Having a sad backstory? He doesn't. Have I seen Rosario Vampire? I have not. Best anime studio? I don't keep track of who makes what. I am terrible at that. I am really bad at keeping track of like Toei and Trigger and Bones and who's doing what. I am so bad at that. I don't know why. I just never paid attention. Favorite cartoon? Again, I don't have like a number one because there's Dexter's Lab, there's Courage the Cowardly Dog, there's Justice League Unlimited, there's the old Spider-Man series, there's Teen Titans, there's so many. Do I like Log Horizon? I do like Log Horizon. Try Stand By Me. Demon Slayer's pretty good. I have a nice time with it. How you doing, Code? Yeah, Courage I will stand by Courage the Cowardly Dog until I die. Fantastic series. Have I been to Japan in 2 years? I will be going in 2 years with a group of friends. Do I have any injuries? Wait, how do you think injuries heal? By causing micro tears? No, that's not how injuries heal. Old country bumpkin to master swordsman. Are you talking about the old guy from Reincarnated as a Slime who people made fun of for being old and he turns out to be incredibly strong? Am I on a treadmill? Basically the same thing, yeah. Who had the most useful summoning in Naruto? The most useful, probably Pain. Because Pain had like a wide variety of very powerful summonings. Leo, you're cooked. Torpedoes or torpedoes or unguided rockets? Okay, so when it comes to what I read, I mostly read non-fiction practical books. So like training guides, forensics, financial investments, like things that I can literally look at and then go directly apply to what I'm doing or like what I'm doing in my life. I don't really read any fantasy fiction books. You would get cooked, you saying, Leo? Okay. I'm kind of lost with chat sometimes. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but all right. He's Michael Jackson's son, cursed to moonwalk all day. Damn. The thing is, I do not have any of Michael Jackson's talent. I cannot dance. I cannot sing. I have no rhythm. Yeah, if I had a fraction of his talent, I'd be rich. What's a fantastic anime I just came mere sentence? What's a fantastic anime? What pick a can you name a genre? What kind of field are you going for? Will you watch the Michael Jackson movie when it comes out? No. Because while I can appreciate Michael Jackson's contribution, I'm not really into it myself. Whisper from the Heart from Up on a Poppy Hill, I feel like I've heard of that one. I'm not cooked. I got my methods. All right. Beat It by Michael Jackson. I mean, I know that song. Good song. Not really my style, but good song. Do you know Spirit's Crow anime? If what you think about it, I do not know it. Ghibli movies? I enjoy some Ghibli movies. You asked if you had to fight with Otaku. You said you would get. I never said. I said I don't know who he is. Do you want martial arts recommendations? No, because if I go back into martial arts, it's going to be based on the studios that are available in my area. I'm going to look at what is available around me. So any recommendations in general may not be relevant to what I have access to. How good is Sword Art Online? If we're talking about the anime, it's not a good adaptation of the light novel, and I find it's pretty but not very good. Why am I on a treadmill? Because I don't want to sit. Something similar to Frieren. What about Frieren? Because that just tells me fantasy adventure series. Is there something specific about Frieren that you are drawn to? Tell us a moment your job was annoying. All jobs are annoying sometimes. There's no job where it's always great. Every job has its like downside to some degree. It's the guy with the treadmill. Yep, it's me. I want martial arts recommendations. Oh wait, my whole family are black belts in kickboxing. That's nice. I'm only good at fighting and sweet talking, and neither of those fill my current lifestyle. Okay, cool. It back. Say what? Oh, say that back? No. What about One Punch Man the anime? I enjoy it. I'm having a decent time. I want to work at a cake shop in the countryside. I mean, that does sound nice. I could never do that, but you know what? All the power to you. Spirit Chronicles, Japanese. I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm a brown belt. Very nice. I mean, of course you could. One Punch Man is he's a piece of paper. He's fiction. If you can't beat up a manga, then what's wrong with you? Is your real job a coach? You're acting like this isn't a job either. I get paid to be here, so this is a job. Is Naruto a good show? I think so, yes. Self Journey? Okay, if you want a self journey, I will go with either Eureka 7 or Vinland Saga. So here's the thing. People are really upset with One Punch Man Season 3, and I get it. I'm just not nearly as mad as other people. YouTube pays me. And people who donate. Occasionally I do get donations. Bungo Stray Dogs, I still have to get back to that one. Why do I want to show it? Eminence is a good show. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I thought it was boring as hell. The third season animation of One Punch Man. Again, I'm not mad at it. I'm just not bothered by animation nearly as much as other people are. Welcome back, Raheem. Tokyo Ghoul. I enjoyed the first half of Tokyo Ghoul. A good mecha series. If you want an action one, Iron-Blooded Orphans. If you want a comedy one, Bravern. Is it good enough to watch Naruto? I've watched it multiple times, so I think it's a good show. Can you give advice for people who don't know where to start streaming and afraid of not success? Why are you afraid of not being successful? You stream because you enjoy streaming. Like, you're not doing this for the purpose of success. Like, success is something that comes... You have to enjoy the process first, and then you gradually make it better. So start by doing what you have fun with, and then as you go, find ways to gradually make it better. How you interact with chat, your consistency with being engaging, make sure there's not too much quiet time, that the way you play games or the type of games you play are consistent. So, are you doing, what type of streams are you doing? Are you doing gaming streams? Are you doing hangout streams? Are you doing like what kind of content are you doing? Hajime no Ippo is my all-time favorite anime. Ippo is my favorite sports anime, so I'll give you that. I don't have an overall favorite. I could beat Naruto and One Punch Man, and they're fiction, so I'd hope so. Thank you for advice. I really appreciate it. Just have a good time with content. That is the most important thing. You have to like what you do. Give me one thing that you would like me to sketch. A self-refilling fridge. Have you watched Summertime Rendering? I have not. How many noses have I broken? 0. Give me one thing that you would like me to... I already answered your question. Your favorite sports anime, Ippo. I have seen Blue Lock, and I put Ippo way, way, way above Blue Lock. Give me one thing you were looking to sketch. I already answered you. Low 93. What about 93? X to what? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, okay. Just X. I meant 777. Where am I? I don't know, Faraj. Honestly, chat's just confusing me at this point. I have no idea what people are saying. What's more popular right now, YouTube or Twitch? Twitch is currently experiencing significant decline, especially with the recent scandal at TwitchCon. And honestly, it's been on the downhill for a while. I still stream on Twitch most days, but YouTube is definitely the place to be most of the time. Is Blue Lock even good? I don't know if I want to watch it. People are mad about the animation drop-off in Season 2, but I still think it's a good series overall. I still enjoy it. Is this just a random... No, it's mostly talking about anime, occasionally some gaming, and a little bit of gym talk as well, but mostly anime. The Summer Hikaru died. Haven't seen it yet. Slam Dunk or Blue Lock? I actually have not gone to Slam Dunk yet. I watched Kuroko no Basket, and I put Kuroko over Blue Lock. Favorite anime? I don't have a singular favorite. How you doing, kid? Have I watched Mashle? Yes, I have. It's a good one. I enjoy it very much. It's one of the comedy-oriented series I actually enjoy, because I don't really watch comedies much. How many episodes can I watch in a day? These days, between 0 and 3. I don't have time for more than that. Most days it's 0, though. I'll watch usually an episode, I'll watch 1 or 2 episodes on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, just because that's when the release days typically are. Because One Punch Man and One Piece come out on Sundays. Hero Academia comes out Friday night, Saturday. So Campfire Cooking came out 1 or 2 days ago, so there's that. What else do I do? In what context? For hobbies? The gym, Magic the Gathering, gaming, Ghost Samurai, guess what I don't give a shit. Have I seen Erased? A few times. It's fun. I enjoy it. What are you doing tactically? As a man, this is your life? Or just pays the bills? I mean, as a man, I do make money on YouTube, right? I know it's hard for people to grasp, but content creation pays money. So I wouldn't do this as much as I do if I could not financially sustain it. I do coach as well. This isn't my only income. And there's Twitch as well on top of that. But I mostly just interact with people and create a space where people can come and share their interest in various hobbies, mostly anime, gaming, cosplay, that kind of stuff. and where they can meet other people with similar interests, find new stuff to get into. People show up every day. You might get timed out. For what? Who's getting timed out? Guys, I don't worry about hateful comments, and I didn't take that as hateful. I'm really not that easy to. That's why I'm asking. Okay, no worries, no worries. I take no offense. There's people in chat who clearly intend to be offensive or mean. I did not sense that. Or the day I became a god. The day I became a god. I don't know what you're talking about. Do I know John Cena? I've never met him personally. One of my friends is a professional driver, like a hired driver for escorting celebrities. He was actually a driver for John Cena. Never actually got to see him though. Have I ever done an anime cosplay? I've been cosplaying since 2012. Samurai Champloo I still need to get to. I was asking him if he studied Goonology. How would you take offense? I would take an axe and then cut down the fence. If we had a fight with you and your family, would I... guys, why are you fighting each other? What's wrong with you? Nah. Anime is for dweebs, then welcome fellow dweeb. It's an anime, it's like a medieval type of anime. Can't say I've seen that many medieval focus series. What did I cosplay? Last cosplay was Gogeta Blue. What was my favorite cosplay? Escanor. Actually, it was either Gogeta or Escanor, because Escanor was my most successful cosplay. Gogeta was more comfortable to wear, because I don't like gluing hair to my face. So, that was annoying. Where do I watch anime? Google. I Google the series I want to watch, and I do it. Okay, look. So, cosplaying is expensive. So, if you want me to cosplay a character when I'm already planning something else, you would have to donate for that, because I'm not spending more money than I'm already spending on building the cosplays I plan for, because it's expensive and time consuming. I want to live in a hut in the forest with 11 wolves. You probably wouldn't live very long. I enjoy Full Metal, very fun. TikTok is not lively. It was yesterday. TikTok is quiet today. But here's the thing. I've noticed the majority of my TikTok audience has migrated over to YouTube. And I don't mind that, because YouTube actually pays me. TikTok does nothing. So I don't mind this shift. Do Shanks cosplay is not expensive? It's still time. Okay, it's time, it's money. Cosplaying is already a very time-consuming and expensive endeavor. So if you're asking me to do more than I'm already doing, you're asking me to add in an additional project, it's got to be worth it for me. Wait till you grow up and understand money's... Yeah, it's exactly. A Shanks cosplay is not that expensive. A cheap red wig, a basic... I could probably 3D print a sword, a nice white shirt, which I already have, some basic pants, the jacket. So it's not going to be a huge investment, but it's still time and money that I don't have time for. How do they calculate your pay? YouTube? Based off of engagement and views. The more people engage with my content and the more views that I get, the higher my pay. Do I want to marry a cosplayer? I'm not intending to get married, so it makes no difference to me. Because I don't know. When's the Nami cosplay coming out? We would have to hit some sort of big milestone for me to even consider that. And can't wait for Infinity Castle to come to streaming. I'm looking forward to that as well. Keyboard sound check, please. Oh, I don't like the keyboard sound. I don't like the sound at all. Actually, serious question. Serious question. I've been looking for a good keyboard, and I don't know if this is just I know it's a custom keyboard. I'm sure someone in chat has heard the sound of Queso's keyboard. I really like how that sounds, but I think it was custom made. If someone can find a keyboard that sounds like that one, I would get it. If someone can find a keyboard that has that same kind of sound from the clicking, I would buy that right away. So just please link, if you find it, link it in the Discord and I'll go buy it right away. Is there any character that no one can do a cosplay? No, there is no character that no one can cosplay. You might have to get creative. The Prince of Parodies is really tough and really cool. It sounds like a comedy series, might not be my thing. I'm telling you, someone who likes you. Full Metal Alchemist, I'm a huge fan. Do I enjoy walking? I wouldn't do this for hours a day if I did not. Yeah. Going to see Chainsaw Man movie Sunday. I hope you enjoy it. I had a good time with it. What's the best anime I have watched altogether? Top 3. I can't. I've seen way too many. That's just too broad. I can't beat anyone, Granny, in a fight. The Roland FP10 keyboard is good. But the thing is, I'm looking for a very particular sound. I am very, very specific when it comes to texture and sound. So like, I'll do a sound test. I'll go listen to it. I'll listen to it. But it's got to be the right vibe for me. Which is better, cardio, jogging, or walking? There's context. But jogging and walking are both forms of cardio. It basically depends on your goals, your training, your circumstances. Like if you're a really, really large person, you might not be in a state where running is accessible to you or safe for you. So walking would be great. If you're trying to train for a marathon, then there will need to be some combinations of higher intensity and lower intensity efforts. Can you train me? I'm skinny. I mean, my training blocks are full. I don't really have any room for more clients. I'm booked up. If you have general questions that aren't highly tailored to you, I can help out. The Prince of Parodies, you're like 13. The Corsair K70 Lux had it years, and it's still in perfect condition. Good to know. How many hours a day do you do what? This? I do 2 hours on here, and then around 2 hours on Twitch. How do you know my age? I've just stumbled into this little stream of yours. Might I ask what the topic is? I'm mostly talking about anime, occasionally some gaming, and a bit of gym stuff, but mostly anime talk. Are you like Master Roshi? I don't think so. Are you going to see the JJK movie in theaters? No. I will not be seeing it in theaters. I will see all the movies coming up from the comfort of my home. I want to lose weight, 68 kilos, 68 kilos. Let me do the math real quick. 68 kilos in pounds. That's about 68 times 2 is 136 or 140. At 5, that's not exactly heavy. That's not exactly heavy. You're in a. I'd have to see for myself, but like you don't sound like a very big person. Do you really think you have that much? Like, are you trying to get shredded or something? Do you even have muscle to the point where it would make sense to get that lean? What's my favorite Joestar? Probably Jonathan. I mean, like, I just don't know your like that. Just going, I don't know. I can't see you. I can't see you, so I can't see your circumstances. But that doesn't sound like you're that big of a person. 6'6", 100. Now you're Shuri, now you're a big person. 6'6" is tall. 150 kilos, that's like 330 pounds. Still probably on like, I mean, unless you're extremely muscular, probably on the overweight side, but like, you're a large human being. Where do I live? Canada. I need to lose weight. I mean, that's why it does sound like it, but like you're also like a mighty tall person. Damn, 6'6" is tall. Man. I have a couple friends over 7 feet, so I'm used to seeing it. 5'11", 95. That sounds like, I mean, I don't know your body composition, but that could be reasonable. What am I watching right now? Hero Academia, One Punch Man, To Your Eternity, Pokemon, Campfire Cooking, and One Piece. I'm a builder, so I'm active, but I eat too much these days. I mean, I get it. A lot of us eat too much these days. I need to gain weight. I've been there. I wasn't one of the overweight people. I was on the underweight side. But I get it. I need to gain weight. Muscles are for folding men in two. Okay. Which anime? Which anime is anime of the year for you this year? It's probably going to be season 8 Hero Academia, probably. Do I watch anime dub or sub? Both. It depends on the voice actors. Prince of Parodies, you need to watch some online safety. Okay, I've been on weight loss journey. I was 112 kilos, about 6. That's pretty okay. That's solid. Nice. I don't have a singular favorite series. That's too hard. Picking one is too difficult. I'm aiming for abs. 9 months. 6. Wait. I think you meant 6 times a week, not 6 times a day. If you're going to the gym 6 times per day, that doesn't really make any sense. Top 5 anime? I don't have a top 5. For MHA sub or dub, I listen to it subbed. I would live long. I will train the wolf. You'll train the wolves. Okay, so Guts, you're asking the wrong question. What's the best cardio for you? It's okay. There is no best cardio. There is context, but the biggest thing is going to be if you want to include cardio to increase your ability to get into a bigger calorie deficit to aid in the fat loss. It's about doing what is enjoyable for you in reasonable amounts and intensity, because I assume you're still doing your strength training work. You don't want to be doing so much cardio at such a high intensity that it's impairing your ability to progress in the gym. But having some additional cardio work from a health benefit and a fat loss benefit, from a fat loss perspective, would be a good idea. Now, whether you run, swim, bike, whatever, there's going to be some context, some nuance, but it really comes down to what you enjoy most. Add chicken into your rice meals, that's not exactly helpful. You got to look at the person's individual circumstances. Will we ever see Deku's dad? Probably not. No, I don't think that's going to happen. And how you doing, Pookie? Do you know Arnold? Yes, I know Arnold. No, you can say it because it's not an I. It's not. It's Schwarzenegger. It's not the other one. Stuff to eat eggs only. Doesn't exactly sound very vegetarian, but I mean, if you don't want any meat, you could have whey, you could have chickpeas, you could have soy, you could have egg whites. If you're allowing yourself to have eggs, you can have egg whites. Tofu. Stream and audio is black. Stream and audio is black. I'm watching the stream myself, so I can see it. I can literally see the stream. I couldn't hear you. Can you name an anime for an edit? Mashal. What was my morning breakfast? Pork chops and vegetables. Stream and audio is black. Stream frozen. No, stream is fine. I'm literally watching the stream. I'm literally watching it. Can I walk? Yes. I'm doing it now. Oh, so someone called my. Okay, you probably experienced some sort of delay in my phone because someone called, but I ignored it. So we have half an hour. Can you tell me some leg exercises? That's really broad. Are we focused on a specific muscle group? Because there's the quads, there's the hamstrings, there's the adductors, there's the abductors, there's the glutes, there's the calves. So can we narrow that down a little bit? Taku is beef pork chops for breakfast. I'll eat anything. I can have a rib steak for breakfast. Do you watch Bahubali? Again, I'm probably not going to see it. Yeah. Best main character? I have absolutely not the faintest idea. Goju or Saitama. I don't get involved in power scaling. Yeah, it was gone because someone tried to call me, but I ignored the phone call. Favorite characters in One Piece? Name a couple. Okay, a few. Kuros, Kuma, Katakuri, Fujitora, Zoro, Rayleigh. We don't have a T-bar row in my gym. That's okay. So any other row options for the upper back? Do you have dumbbells? Do you have a Smith machine? Do you have a barbell? Because you could do barbell rows. You could do Smith rows, ideally with a chest support. You could do dumbbell rows, ideally with a chest support. You could do a cable row. You have options for sure. What do you think the most dangerous sin, in your opinion? The most dangerous sin? I don't believe in sin. I don't see, like, lust, greed, envy. Like, I don't believe in sin. I believe any of those can be problematic, but I don't view it as sin, per se. What is my keyboard made out of? Plastic. What was my... I already answered that question. New t-shirt? No, this is an old t-shirt. I've worn this plenty of times. Calf muscles? Okay, then you're pretty much doing some sort of straight leg calf raise, whether that be on a leg press, on a standing calf raise. You can even do a donkey calf raise. You can do really any straight leg calf raise where you're able to progressively load it. I see some people doing like calf raise while holding a dumbbell. You're not going to be able to progress on that for very long. Good morning or afternoon. It's almost lunchtime. Have I seen ReZero? I have. Do I do cycling? I don't own a bike, but I would. Worst food to eat before going on a run? Just, here's the thing. You don't want to have food sitting in your stomach before you run. So it really depends on how far out is your run. So are you eating like 1 hour before, 2 hours before, so on? Or is it like, and how long is your run? So like what I like to do is just get simple carbs in. If you're going to eat and then not too long after, go on a run, make it as like just simple carbs. Something that's going to digest relatively quickly. That could be a cup of juice. That could be a Rice Krispie square. That could be some sort of like supplement that's literally just meant to be digested super quickly. But you want quick and easy energy. Is Coke healthy? Got my Coke right here. This thing I've been drinking, Diet Coke. Not saying drink 20 bottles a day, but it's not bad. Moderation. Which exercise do I perform but hate? I don't hate any of my exercises. I need to lose 1 gram. Jesus. I really want to catch you once you finish Made in Abyss. It's going to be a while. I'll just tell you now, it's going to be a while. Saddest backstory, Obito or Itachi? For me, it'd probably be Itachi. Who did I dress up for as Halloween? I didn't, because for Halloween we had some pretty bad weather. So bringing a costume out into the rain, bad idea. So I just didn't do it. Yeah, we just went to my friend's house. What did I do? We played video games and ordered pizza and Pokeball. Welcome back, Devil's Eye. What do I do for cardio? Assuming you do it. Currently we have a stationary bike upstairs that I'll use sometimes, but I also just walk for a couple hours a day. So like that's my activity. It's not so much cardio, but it is activity. During the spring and summer, I'll run. How you doing, Sear? Best exercise for rear delts other than face pulls? I don't even put face pulls on my list, really. Most people don't really need that much rear delt work, but assuming you are in a position where you do need it, I would just go with like a reverse pec deck or a reverse cable fly, ideally with some additional stability, whether that's on a bench or holding on to something. But yeah, some sort of rear delt fly would be perfect. Exercise is a waste of time. That's a pretty awful take, Shadow. Like that's the worst take you could have. How much is a treadmill? This one was like, well, this isn't a treadmill. Treadmills are way more expensive than this. How you doing, Seer? What do I do for cardio? I already answered that one. Do I like Naruto? I do. Devilman Crybaby, I tried it. Didn't really grab me. I just never got into it that much. Are my lungs okay? As far as I'm aware, yeah. How much push-ups should you do a day? You don't really need to do any. If you're just like at home and you're looking to get in some exercise, you can do some push-ups. But like, also depends. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to progress to like harder variations of push-ups? Are you trying to build a massive chest? Are you just trying to get some exercise in between your games of Call of Duty? Like, what's the context there? Because like you don't have to be doing them. You could do them. Have I watched Hellsing? I did. I enjoyed it. It took me a while to actually get into it, but the ending was satisfying. What's the best purchase I've made? Mostly food. Can I do pull-ups? Sure. If I train wolves, can I train them to eat some of the trees? Probably not. Imagine bench pressing with wearing VR. Oh my god. Bench pressing with a VR headset sounds like you're going to kill yourself. I watched Hellsing Ultimate, so the newer. It was good though. I enjoyed it. I already said hi, Seer, multiple times. Turn on your headphones so you can hear me, man. Best way to get rid of belly fat, it's the same as any other fat on your body, man. You just gotta be in a sustained calorie deficit over a long enough period of time that you lose the fat. How tall am I? 5'9". You can't hear me? Then you might want to turn up your mic, because everyone else can. It's okay, Seer, no worries. How much time do you spend watching anime per day? Between 0 and 1 hour. I have to do 100 push-ups in the next belt exam. I mean, the thing is, a lot of exams that I see telling you to do push-ups. Thank you for the hard axolotl. It's funny how I can tell it's you without even looking. A lot of people, a lot of tests, their standards for push-ups are not even full push-ups. So if it's like, half push-ups, you could probably get away with it. But like a full, proper 100 push-ups is a bit harder. Apple or Samsung? I've had both. Samsung has been better to me. What were you disappointed when Soul Eater Not came out? Yes, Soul Eater Not was terrible. You look like my boy Femelicu. Okay, I have no idea what you're saying. How old are you? 33. At what age did I start watching anime? 3 years old. How did I get into anime? Back then, there was no internet. You turn on TV, that's what was there, so you just kept watching it. I only like chicken, no other meat. What's that called? Being really picky eater. Which anime character would you want to coach? Anyone who's serious. Anyone who's serious. Is being old boring? Not at all. I'm not that old. Chill out. I'm 30. We're probably the oldest in here. No, because there's people in my chat. There's people in the Discord who are like 35. So I'm not even the oldest in my Discord. So I'm probably not the oldest here either. And I also check my YouTube algorithm, my YouTube statistics. We got a couple of 50, 60-year-olds in here. We got some 50, 60-year-olds in here. Are you tapped into the fitness community on YouTube? I mean, tapped into would be a great exaggeration. There's a couple of people who I pay some attention to, just so I learn a couple of things here and there. And of course, I would follow up, read the research papers. I know a little bit, but I don't. There's a lot of people who I don't know or follow. Have I watched Totoro? I have. Enjoyed it very much. I'm 50, 60, old anime fan. Exactly. See, I told you. There's people who are older than me, and I greatly appreciate that. When I work at anime conventions, there are multiple staff there who are way older than I am. And very often, I'm one of the younger people at anime conventions. If you're over 25, you're an unk, or you're a baby. Maybe you're just a child. I'm 12. There you go. So, child. No, I don't do bodybuilding shows. It's not my thing. Do I go to college? I finished college years ago. That's behind me. Am I going to continue Laundry Store Simulator? Probably, yeah. Today? Probably, yeah. Do I hope I still enjoy anime at that age? Why wouldn't you? It doesn't stop being good. Would I major psychology and fitness? I have 2 degrees. Have I watched Suzume? Yes. I'm 45, some of you are... Exactly. Am I a millionaire? Not even remotely close. What's the most episodes I've watched in a day? Ever? Okay, if we're talking ever, then probably 16 times... Probably around 40 something. I'm 13. That's cool. Would you not loan your car to... I don't have a car. I'm waiting for full die VR, then I'm gonna just fully invest. No. Okay. See you later, man. Who would you not loan your car to? I don't have a car. Did you find psych worth studying? The thing is, at the time that I got my DEC in psychology, I was pursuing a route in forensic psychology. So at that time, it would have been worth it. Thank you again, Axolotl, for the arrow thing. So at that time, yes. Now it hasn't really done anything for me. You'll find me in the news in the first casualty. Okay, for that one time, I'll read the newspaper. Who is me? Also, what anime? Who is me? I don't know who you are. Payne Arc or Marineford? Marineford. Who would you not loan money to? Again, I don't have any money. I'm kidding. Who would I not loan money to? Luffy. Do I play FC 26? I do not. I once accidentally finished an entire Netflix series in a day. I'm sure we've all done that at least once. I was going to misbehave. Which country? Canada. I once accidentally finished an entire... Okay, I already caught up on that. Nice. Nice. But yeah, school is way behind me. I'm done. I wouldn't loan to Nami. She'd never give it back. I'm not seeing that money again. How do you travel places without a car? Two ways. Public transit and my legs. Everything I need on a daily basis is in close proximity to my apartment. And in the one instance, in the few instances a week that I need to actually go somewhere, I'm next to a bus stop. Favorite arc in One Piece? Wano. Black Clover sub or dub? I watch it subbed. I do PG-13 things to... Okay. I'm worried about you. 8 seasons? Of what? Do I know Guys, I've been watching One Piece since it came out. Yes, I know every season. Favorite arc for me is probably Wano or Dressrosa. I mean, I enjoy both very much. I really enjoyed both of those. I saw all of Wednesday in one day. I haven't seen any of Wednesday. So I don't know. I thought that was a movie. I didn't even know it was a series. Worst One Piece arc? Long Ring Longland. What is my opinion on Overflow? I stop talking about it. I see every Wednesday in one day. You're so old. You sat behind Jesus in 2nd grade. No, but in college I had one Goku and 2 Piccolos. I'm not kidding. I punched walls so much my hands developed hockey nice. Your favorite voice actor that I've met? Chris Sabat. Out of the voice actors I have met, Chris Sabat. I love the lore of Dressrosa. It's still traumatized me. Yeah, no, that was one of my favorite backstories in the series. Worst One Piece arc is probably the Davy back fight. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I just don't like Foxy. I just don't like Foxy. How did you become so content and peaceful with life? I just learned to let go. Just learned to let go. What is my favorite fast... here's the thing. If I'm going out for food, I'm not getting fast food. If I'm going out to eat, that is a treat. I'm getting something good. I'm not going to Wendy's or McDonald's or KFC. I'm getting something good. I want good food. And these days, everything is so expensive that it's only a few extra bucks for an actual quality meal compared to fast food anyway. You guys speak in Minecraft and... worst arc is Thriller. I love Thriller Bark. I love Thriller Bark. What about just the performance? Here's the thing. I don't remember most of the voice actors. Like, I don't know the names of almost any of the voice actors. So I'm only going to remember the names of the voice actors that I've actually met. So because of that, I'm kind of limited. I've only met the cast of Dragon Ball. Well, at least the main cast, Piccolo and Vegeta and Goku and all that. I've met Yuno, I've met Asta, I've met Astro Boy, I've met Chopper. So yeah. Granted, Moria was kind of annoying, but like the arc itself was good. So you're comparing AOT to that. Stop it. Do I like camping? Yes. Name the characters though? I mean, okay. That's still going to be hard. Which voice actors do I like the most? Whose voices do I like the most? I don't even know. I have to think. I don't know. What do you think about Triumph Scramble? I have no idea what that is. Punk Hazard, I was not a fan. I do not like Punk Hazard that much. I'm trying to think of which character's voices I like that much. Maybe Escanor's. Maybe. Do you actually like leaving the house? I leave the house probably more than most of you. I eat my teeth for extra calcium. Good job. First time series has made me... I mean, at this point, I really worry for them. I think everything they say is completely unhinged. Suda giving voice to Shamrock. It's going to be a blast. I'm lost. Vegeta. I mean, Vegeta's very. Again, I've already met Vegeta. Great voice actor. Love the guy. But I'm trying to think of voice actors that I haven't met, because I might still go with Chris Sabat, but I'm trying to think of someone other than Chris Sabat. If you can choose, would you want AOT to continue? No, I'm good. I'm fine with it ending. We should smoke. No, I don't smoke. I don't smoke. You keep it away from me. In fact, if you're smoking, don't come near me, please. What would work your top 5, my top 5 daily foods be? So, like, understand that my days are very, very monotonously consistent. I have a cheat meat, whether that's chicken, pork chops, whatever's on sale. I get a quality meat option a couple times a day. I have my mixed bag of frozen vegetables that I cook up and use my choice of seasoning and low-calorie sauce. I have some in the cupboard. And then I have my Rice Krispies for pre-workout, because, again, it's just quick carbs. I'm good to go. And I have some Diet Coke to help manage the hunger. Just also satisfies that desire for something sweet. And once in a while, I'll go out to a restaurant and get myself like something a little bit fun. I remember you asking how long is a minute. No, smoking is not the key to a peaceful mind. That's the key to cancer. Why do you think you go outside more than most people here? Because after engaging with most of chat for very consistently on a daily basis for a number of weeks, majority of the audience seems to watch hours of anime per day. They go to school and or work, come back, they're tired, and then they just spend several hours either gaming or watching anime, or even in the stream while playing video games, whatever combination you choose. And while me, I do this live for 2 hours. I have my Twitch stream for 2 hours, and when I'm not doing that, I'm at the gym by 6 a.m. I do my training. I walk back. So that's an hour of walking just to and from the gym. My hour workout. There's my mobility workout that I do in my room right here every day, or 4 or 5 days a week, not every day. And then all the time I spend cooking and cleaning, and like I have a lot of time dedicated towards my nutrition. I'm just on the go constantly when I'm not doing this. So, no offense, but going outside is not a flex. It is when you never go outside. If you spend your entire time in your room watching anime, playing video games, and that is all you do, it is. You asked the question. I mean, yeah, you exactly. So, yeah, Shadow, there is. If you spend all of your non-working or studying time in your room, that is bad, objectively, from every perspective. You're not being rude, but like you are putting yourself in a position where your quality of life is going to suffer dramatically. See you later, fun side. Favorite song? I don't have a favorite song, but I can tell you I'm very much a punk rock, metal, instrumental. So like Lindsey Sterling, Jonathan Young, Rise Against, Red Jumpsuit, All American Rejects, Green Day. What animation is better in my opinion, JJK or Blue Lock? Well, I assume you mean season 1 of Blue Lock. Then I think I prefer JJK a little bit, even though Blue Lock season 1 was really good. I think I prefer JJK by a little bit. What do I dislike about the anime community? So here's the thing. I don't dislike the anime community per se, but I feel like there's too much focus on division and superiority rather than sharing of love and interest for anime as a whole. So like my series is better than yours, using different reasons or mechanisms to argue why my show is better, why your show is bad, and it's more divisive and angry rather than here's why I like my show, here's the good and bad things about this show, and just having a civil discussion. A sharing of interest rather than the hostile division, if you get what I mean. Why did I see Wednesday but you saw Tuesday? There's definitely something bad with staying inside. It doesn't make you... yeah, it's not healthy to stay inside all the time. I think you don't like going outside. You don't need to unless you have school or work. I think that is a problem, Shadow. I think that is, but the thing is, Shadow, I've talked with you a number of times over I don't know how many weeks it's been, but I've engaged with you a number of times now. I know that you're in a position where you don't treat yourself very well. Like, I don't think you treat yourself with the kindness and respect that you deserve, so you put yourself in a position where you avoid certain things. And your quality of life is going to suffer from those decisions. I need you all to know that he likes some young, you're kind of creepy dude. It's part of Grow Shadow. What's that? It's part of, you need to know that. I'm not speak English. I'm from Indonesia. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Arifin. In my opinion, best decade of anime, I don't think there is such a thing. I don't think there is such a thing. Because there's going to be good and bad in every decade. Regardless of what time period you use, 90s, 2000s, the last 10 years, there's going to be fantastic series in every generation, and there's also going to be really bad series in every generation. So I don't like this grouping of timelines. What I'd rather do is compare individual series to individual series, because otherwise it doesn't make sense to me. What do you do from bro? I don't know what you're saying. Uncle remembers more than I thought. You think I'm not paying attention? What's an anime that started so good but flopped? Tokyo Ghoul. Death Note. Seven Deadly Sins. Anime I dropped on episode 1. Oh, there's a lot. Rent a Girlfriend. Rent a Girlfriend. Girlfriend. DxD. 100 Girlfriends. Not Guilty Crown. How mad do I want to make people? One Punch Man season 3. I'm enjoying One Punch Man. I mean, I get it, but I'm still enjoying it. How you doing for real? Soul Eater, I loved it. I did not drop Soul Eater. I love that series. How you doing, Ronnie? What's good? Also, guys, we're heading off in 5 minutes. Just a heads up. So if you want to join the Twitch, it's linked in both my chats. I'll be live again later. I have to go, bro. It's okay. We're heading out in 5 minutes. Is budget when he's... Okay. My budget when I go to Japan, 10% clothes? What are you talking about? 30% food? Anime body... Yeah, no. My budget is going to be probably around 33% travel. 33% travel. Probably around 20 to 30% like hotels and rooms, and then the rest is going to be like food and gaining access to whatever places we go. I don't think underrated actually makes any sense in that context, because if a show is popular and you don't like it, who cares? Then like it. If a show is if a show is really disliked and you love it, then keep liking it. So pretty much just do what you want. I don't pay attention to popularity rankings, as it makes no sense to me. Mob Psycho, great series. Thoughts on Mob Psycho? You dropped it, then picked it right back up, and now I regret that I dropped it. It happens. You don't like body pillows? No. I thought the keyboard is a piano. Okay, that's different. Anime have girlfriend in the name? No, I also I dropped Steins Gate. I dropped DxD. I dropped I didn't drop Guilty Crown episode 1, but close enough. I dropped... What else did I drop episode 1? There's a lot of series I dropped episode 1. I think the One Piece, the OP music trope is overdone? Do you mean One Piece? Do I think the OP music trope is overdone? I don't think I know what you're talking... The OPMC trope. My brain was not reading, sorry. The OPMC. I think it can be done well. My brain just wasn't clicking. No, it's not overly done. It's just either written badly. It's sometimes written badly. Like, it can be done well and in an interesting format, or it could be incredibly boring. So it just depends on the author. Is harem my least favorite genre? Well, I don't even consider harem a genre. It's a subcategory of romance. Do I have any, if your own crazy One Piece theories? I don't have any crazy theories, just that Shanks is going to die. I'm not going to sit down. Why are you mad? I'll take elephants to crush you bears. Okay. Do I think Johan can manipulate Light? I don't think Light is that smart. I think he's too arrogant. So yeah, I would put my faith in Johan. Best form to sleep. That's probably one of the worst ways to sleep is on your stomach. But you know what? If you're getting enough sleep, I'll give you credit there. Let's eat moose. I've never had moose. Can I please greet you? How you doing, Salas? And RP, how you doing? Mihawk paints his sword. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that is the most believable. No, it's not. I'm not sitting down. I don't get why you're upset. Do you life the same day over and over eating the same thing does not get boring? I have enough diversity throughout the week that it's not exactly the same thing. Like, I have nights out for Magic the Gathering with my friends. I have nights out at restaurants occasionally every couple of weeks. I went out for dinner 2 days ago, so there's that. I have my gaming, which I do by myself, so I can just distress and relax. I have my anime days. I have once or twice a year. I have a little trip where I go somewhere. Have a nice day. See you later. I can't sleep. Unless I'm on my side. No clue why. Sleeping on your side is actually a pretty good idea. I already greeted you, Salas. If you crack an egg on your head, I'll donate $100. We don't have any eggs in the house. Do you have any female friends? Half my friends are women. Best sleeping form is what? Am I on Twitch shortly? I'm gonna be on Twitch in about 2 hours, but my Twitch is linked. So if you're able to make it, great. If you're not able to make it, I understand. Have a nice day. You said hello, I'm not leaving. Well, the thing is, we're ending the stream in about a minute or two, so yeah, I'm sorry. I sleep on my belly. Yeah, probably not the best thing, but hey, if you're getting quality sleep, I'm happy for you. Jim Bro doesn't have eggs. Why? Because I don't need eggs. Well, I mean, I don't need eggs. I already have enough protein. Who would you choose as a kid? I'd kill them both. I will hopefully catch you. Hopefully you do. Favorite color? Don't really have one. I'm truly sorry for being late. Oh, don't worry about it. You're fine. We stream every day, so if you miss this one, there's always the next one. I'm just a regular I'm a boring straight white male, dude. Thank you for the best. I appreciate it. Thoughts on Boruto? Read the manga. The anime was not well done. Maybe Blue Vortex will be better. Best sleeping form is on my pet wolves. Okay, if that's what you like to do. Would I fight a puma? I'm gonna pass. I might join the Twitch live. Hopefully, yesterday on Twitch we opened up a laundromat business. It was quite it was our second day at our laundromat. We hired a pair of twin sisters, so it's quite fun. We also hired a new handout lady named Dawn. She delivers the clean laundry. We need some chicken. I mean, I don't have any chicken here. Sorry. Have I played any of the Tekken games? Can't say I have. There was a Naruto game where they included a DLC Tekken character. That sounds like a H-anime plot. No, we just here's the thing. We just when we hire a staff, we don't get to pick who it is. So I hired someone to assist with doing the laundry. And then I'm like, okay, we have enough money to hire a second staff. So I hire a second one, and it's literally an exact duplicate of her. So it's oh, she just has a twin sister. I'm scared that when we hire another person, it's just going to be a triplet. I think by the time we max out all of our stats, we're going to have a quintessential quintuplet in there. You're built, thank you. With lots of, I'm not really a huge mayonnaise fan. I do like some spicy mayo on my sushi though. Am I sad about Shinobu? No, I'm not. Also, let's okay, 2 more, the last minute, and I do have to go. We need chicken team. I mean, if you want to get the chicken, sure. What is the most important thing to you in the gym, anime or friends? I mean, anime is definitely the bottom of that list. The gym and my friends, I mean, why do I have to give up the thing that keeps me healthy and the thing that makes my life fun? Actually, the gym is fun too. The thing is, if I don't have one of those, my life is going to deteriorate into nothing. I need both. Anime is like optional. You don't need anime, you need fried chicken. Why fried chicken? Why can't I have grilled chicken? How much % of gym is training, rest, and diet? Then you're asking the wrong questions. You're asking the wrong questions. Because training is the stimulus. It's like if you're trying to build muscle, training is the stimulus. Without that, you can eat and sleep as much as you want. You're not going to grow. It's not. And if you don't sleep well, you could still grow. But at some point, you're going to be risking your risk. You're going to increase your risk of injury. Your quality of performance is going to go down. Your quality of life is going to go down. But you can still technically grow depending on, as long as it's even at mediocre sleep and diet. Well, if you don't feel your training right, again, your performance is going to suffer. Your health is going to suffer, and you won't get your weight to do what you want it to do. You can train as much as you want. If your calories and nutrition is not in place, the scale's not going to do what you want it to. How many rest days do I recommend? It depends on you. Depends on your training schedule. It depends on your schedule, what you can sustain, what you like to do, how you set up your training overall, your programming. I would say if you're training 3 to 5 days a week for the average person, you're pretty set. Would you shout Bankai in the gym? I would not, because if you're disruptive, you can get banned, and I like my gym. Why is Bleach named Bleach? Is it because of the line Purify? There's a meme for it. I think it's because just because of the sheer amount of blood and the bleach to clean all the blood stains. I don't know what the actual reason is. I mean, most 13-year-olds I've worked with have terrible diets, so that doesn't surprise me too much. A 45-kilogram male would get thrown across the room. Here's the thing. If you're 45 kilograms and a guy, odds are you're a child or you're very short, and that's okay. If you're a short guy, no shame to you. But yeah, that's generally a pretty small person. I hear the name was undecided with the name. He firstly wanted to name it White. White. I never heard that. Is Bleach the friends we made along the way? Not really. Though he kind of does befriend most of the people he came across, right? Regular mustard or honey mustard? Probably honey mustard. I mostly only use mustard to make my own dressing for salads and stuff. In that case, I use honey mustard. I'm 13 years old and 5'8". I'm tall. 5'8" is pretty tall for a 13-year-old, but I've also seen taller. You're not crazy tall, but certainly above average. Right, white sound too basic basic white. Yeah, that sounds pretty right. Yeah, white is pretty basic, isn't it? Okay, let's start wrapping up. I'll answer the last few comments before we call it. Bad turning into good. Yeah, that does sound pretty basic. How are you 13 and 5'8"? I'm 22 and 5'3". Genetics, man. Genetics. Also, diet and sleep will help with that. Thoughts on the Assassination Classroom? Great series. In India, it's crazy tall. I mean, okay. In grade 4, so when I was around 10 years old, there was this one girl who is 6'4". She was 6'4" at age 10. So I've seen some crazy things. I have a couple of friends who are over 7 feet tall. Stream on Twitch today? Yes. We're going to end this one so I can take a break before that one. How you doing, Spooky? Last thing, any more comments before we call it a day? And we'll head over to Twitch in 2 hours? I think we're good. Okay, so guys, the Twitch is linked in both platforms. I'm 19'7", sure you are. Okay, so guys, we'll be on Twitch in about 2-ish hours. Twitch is linked below. I'll be back here tomorrow. So see you guys then or later today. Boom, let's call it. Thanks for being here.